Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum and welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you are new, my name is Arina. I hope you all are doing well. So in today's video, I'll be swatching some more blushers, but this time in the cream formula. So I hope you enjoy the blush week. Let's get on to today's video. So Qibest is a newer brand to me. I haven't tried anything from them, so this is my first impression for the brand and also for the product that I'm about to try today. So before that, I am going to contour my face using their cream contour, which I also bought but only in one shade, and this is the Qibest Contour Shadow Contour Stick, and it is in the shade 01 Orange Pink, but from the website it is a face contour and bronzer. So they have this one in 3 different shades, but the other 2 shades is more on the ashy side. I know some people prefer that type of tone to contour their face, but me personally, I prefer a more bronzy or warm tone to contour, even bronze my face. So I thought I'd just show you guys how the box looks like. I do have all shades for the cream blusher. I only have one shade for the contour one, and as per usual, the shade name is on the opening and the ingredient list and the details and everything like that at the back of the box, which is very convenient. So this is what the contour cream looks like. The reason why I picked this up, it is because it reminds me of the Fenty cream contour and cream blusher, and I haven't got the chance to pick that up because the price is so expensive for my budget. So this is what it looks like inside. Even though this is super cheap, it's around RM5 and below, the packaging doesn't feel cheap, and hopefully the product inside is a dupe to the Fenty one as well. And this is the swatch. You notice that when the swatch is concentrated, it looks slippery and kind of like greasy looking, but once you blend it out, it gets rid of most of the shine. I already set and also applied some bronzer on my forehead and my jawline, and I haven't set this cheekbone area because I want to use this cream bronzer. I have not set my cheekbone with powder because I don't want to compromise the quality of this cream contour, because some cream product will not cooperate well with powder, so I don't want to make it look bad or something. So yeah, unset my foundation is the best way to go on the apples of my cheeks and also on the hollow of my cheeks, because that is where we're going to swatch this product. So I am going to apply this cream contour using this brush. I got this from Shopee a while ago, like maybe 2 to 3 years ago. So taking this product right on here, it looks like it's super creamy. It is not like the Mochi O2O Mochi blusher, which I also swatched. That one has a more firmer formula, and this one is creamy. It's super creamy. When you blend it out, the shine goes away and it leaves you like a satin. So my battery died, and while waiting for it to charge, I did try this on off camera, and this is how it looks like on this side, and we are going to try it together on this side. I used this brush, it blended so seamlessly. I think this color you can also use it as a blusher. It's very forgiving for a like bronzer shade. So this is what this shade looks like, and I want to zoom you guys in a bit. I did set my under eyes here with the powder, and as you can tell, this area here is a bit splotchy and it doesn't mix well or mesh well with the powder, so be mindful of that. Apply this contour shade before you apply a powder so you can blend it out easily. And I have no issue on top of the foundation itself, unset foundation. So this is how the contour looks like. I really like this shade. It's not cool tone, it's just the right shade for my preference. So I'm going to set this cream contour with the bronzer that I used for my forehead, which is just this Focallure Monochromatic Blush Duo in the shade 05, my current favorite. And I'm just setting it on top of the cream bronzer. Okay, let's swatch the cream blusher now, and this is called the Velvet Soft Blush Cream. This is how the packaging looks like. The shade name is at the back. Okay, I dug my finger into it. This is the first shade, 01 Bonbon. The snap closure of the component feels a bit tight. I'm going to apply the first shade using my finger because this formula is creamy and it's almost slippery kinda. So okay, that's a lot. Now blend it out using my finger. This is in the shade Bonbon 01 on this cheek. And I did set this area, my pore area here, with powder, and it doesn't mesh well with it. So again, apply this cream blusher with an unset base. The second shade is 02 Peaches, and this is my kind of shade. Super pretty for an everyday wear. So on this side, I'm going to try to apply it using a stippling brush just to play around with it, experience with the product. I don't think it applies well with a stippling brush, so I'm just gonna use my finger instead, because I feel like that is the best way to spread this product without it being patchy. And this is this shade, Peaches. I feel like this shade is a bit patchy. I don't know if it is because I already set my bronzer, but I did set my bronzer on this side as well, but this one doesn't look as patchy as this side. Yeah, this one looks a bit patchy, but this is this shade. I thought I was recording, but I'm wrong. So the next shade is 03 Telling Glow, and this is how it looks like. I did apply the shade Telling Glow 03 using a dry sponge, and I didn't click on the record button, but I'm going to then demonstrate on how I do it on this side. So this is the shade Telling Glow. It's a pretty terracotta shade, and I actually really like this shade. And I find that the best way to apply it is using a dry sponge or your finger, because it applies smoothly on this side. I don't have any patchy issue like previously. And the next shade is 04 Blushing Rose. Just like the name, it's a super pretty blushy rosy tone, and I'm going to apply it using the dry sponge just on the different side. Super pretty, super pigmented, so I'm going to turn it around on the side where there's no product, because I did apply it a lot. So with this product, a little bit goes a long way, keep that in mind, and do apply it light-handedly. You can layer it on if you feel like you need more. And this is how the shade Blushing Rose looks on my cheek. It's very pretty. I zoom you guys closer so you can see that there's no patchiness on either side of my cheeks, because I did apply it with a dry sponge and I have not set my foundation yet, so that is the best way to apply it in my opinion. The next shade 05 is Melba, this beautiful brick red shade. And again, I'm going to apply it with a dry sponge. I'm going to take the side that is clean, and this is the product. And this is again in the shade 05 Melba. And the last shade 06 Songbird, a beautiful brown shade. I'm very curious on how this will look against my skin tone, because it looks a bit deep, almost like a bronzer shade. Oh yeah, it has a tad bit of red tone in it, so it doesn't look like a bronzer shade. So yeah, I did apply it a lot, I know. So this is in the shade 06 Songbird. I will blend this out, and I will fix my face and everything that is going on this cheek, on both sides of cheeks, and I'll be right back to give you guys my final thoughts. 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, and 06. Okay, I fixed the blusher. I just wear the last shade, which is Songbird. Actually, this one mixed with the shade 05 Melba. So Melba mixed Songbird and this Songbird on its own. And on top, I did apply a powder blush from Into It, the blooming blusher in the shade Jasmine, and this is how it looks like. It looks like a clown blusher. That is the vibe we are going to go for today. So let's move on to the review. So I actually like the formula of this. It's easy to work with. It's very nice. But the thing is, what throws me off is the scent of it. I know that pregnant mummies won't like this because the scent is really strong. Those who are sensitive with strong scent will really want to stray away from it. The best way to apply it is by applying it before you apply powder products on top, because some cream products in general didn't really mesh well if you already have powders on your face, because it will make it look patchy. It doesn't sit well on top of it. And I find the best tools to apply this is either using your finger or using a dry sponge. I haven't tried it with a wet sponge though, so I can't really comment on that. And also this formula is very emollient. It has kind of like a lot of slip to it, so I wonder how the longevity of this product will be on the cheeks. If you have a very oily skin, I don't know how this one will last throughout the day. I will say that this formula, when first you apply it, it feels very slippery, but once you blend it out on your face, it kinda sets to a satin finish. It still has some shine to it, but it's not too shiny or too greasy looking. Also, thankfully, this formula doesn't have any glitter in the product itself, and also it is really easy to maneuver. I would say that a little bit goes a long way. Try to build it up if you feel like you need more color on your cheeks, but don't apply it too much. But if you accidentally apply it too much, it's really easy to remove it or just to blend it out, because it doesn't set quickly and it really has a good amount of time to spread or buff the product. And my only gripe with this product is the scent. If they don't have any scent or they just remove the scent, it will be like the best cheap cream products. I personally will set my cream blusher no matter what. That is the safe bet for me, because I have a combination too oily and my oil will definitely pick through at midday or the end of the day. So if I'm able to get my hands on the Fenty cream blusher, and if they do have an overlapping shade with the Qibest cream blusher, I will definitely do a dedicated video comparing these two and whether or not you should splurge or just save your money. I also find that the contour shade or the bronzer shade has more slip to it. I think that it has more oil in the formula, so it feels a bit more slippery and slidey. But these blushers doesn't have the same sleepiness, but doesn't have the same slip, doesn't have the same emollient, and the blendability is fairly similar. Some of these components are really hard to open, and once you open it, you may end up sticking your fingernail to the product. I also noticed that some of this product doesn't have the same consistency, especially the shade number 02 and 05, where I find it to be applying a slight bit patchy. Like this one where I swatch it, I think you can see that it doesn't apply the product evenly. I mean, you can make it work on your skin by really blend it out and buff it and work it into your skin to avoid any patchy looking or patchy result. And I find that these two shades, 05 and 02, have a little bit more emollient. Also, stay tuned for the very end of Blush Week's video, because I will accumulate my final thoughts on the products I've tried during Blush Week. I will share with you extra bit of details that I'm missing in the review video, such as the longevity of the product, if the product is waterproof or not, every little bit of little details that I'm missing in the review, so stay tuned for that. And also I'll share with you what blusher suits what skin type and what skin tone, and what's my favorite blush formula. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I appreciate if you can subscribe, because I do a lot of makeup tutorial reviews and hauls. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope I see you guys in my next one. Bye. Assalamualaikum.